Good morning. This is Pastor Lynn with Goodland United Methodist Church. I hope that you've had a wonderful weekend. We come back again. I happened upon a miracle, and this week's miracle is the story of Lazarus. John 11, 1 through 46. When Jesus arrived, he found that Lazarus had already been in the tomb 4 days. Many of the Jews had come to Martha and Mary to console them about their brother. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went and met him. Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection, and I am life. Those who believe in me, even though they die, yet shall they live. And everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this?" She said to him, "Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God." When she said this, she went back and called her sister Mary. The Jews were with her in the house, consoling her, saw Mary get up and go out quickly. They followed her because they thought that she was going to the tomb to weep there. When Mary came where Jesus was and saw him, she knelt at his feet and said to him, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who came with her weeping, he was greatly disturbed in spirit and deeply moved. He said, "Where have you laid him?" Then Jesus, again greatly disturbed, came to the tomb. It was a cave, and a stone was lying against it. Jesus said, "Take away the stone." Martha, the sister of the dead man, said to him, "Lord, already there is a stench because he has been dead 4 days." Jesus said to her, Did I not tell you that if you believed, you would see the glory of God?" So they took away the stone. And Jesus looked upward and said, "Father, I thank you for having heard me." When he had said this, he cried with a loud voice, "Lazarus, come forth." The dead man came out, his hands and feet bound with strips of cloth, his face wrapped in a cloth. And Jesus said to them, "Unbind him and let him go." Imagine what that scene must have been like for all of those people who were witness to it. I am a Pharisee. If it is not of God, it will not last. If it is of God, we cannot fight it. That is what the teacher says. But what am I to do with what I have just seen? It makes the teaching and the wisdom so small. There is no fighting this. I tell you, all my life I have lived within the law and its discipline. You know me. It has been my world, my entire world. I have learned and discussed the great thinkers that reflected upon the law with the gifts of insight and humility. I have found their deep wells of truth that give existence its sense and focus. I have given my life to this. And now, what shall I say or do? How can I continue to study? Come with me this week as we continue to focus on Jesus and not me. This is Pastor Lynn. Have a good week.